Helps if I unmuted myself. I just finished making dinner, so we're going to go for it. Do a little bit more. Huh. Oh, sorry, metaphor. But I'm just trying to make myself a Indian dish, a North Indian dish, from scratch. And that's using all the spices, powders, fresh ingredients. It's just from a recipe as well. None of the shop bought pre-made stuff. Because they don't, I find that they don't quite meet my expectations. So you expect a little bit, like you make something from home, it won't be as good as a restaurant, but at the same time, the pre-made stuff seems to be like a far cry from what I'd expect out of an Indian for dinner. So I did this, and it came out really good. Really impressed. But, wow, North Indians do not mess around. It was incredibly spicy. Yes, I was in tears for a little while. But yeah, successful. Successful mission. That's my rant done. So I was thinking about doing relationships more than actual stats for like HP and MP. Well, the MP would be quite useful. 4 days. Presumably you could do it twice a day. What's here? Appears to be a fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fantastical place called the New World. I haven't started reading it yet. Okay, seems like a book that will really expand the mind. Let's read it together over by the window. Whose imagination? Could do imagination. One of the ones that do need to go up. Same with courage and elegance. Let's see what Strohl gives me.
Hey.
Okay, good timing. I was about to do some maintenance on my weapons. If you've got some time, want to join me? It's as refreshing for the mind as it is for our battles. Ah. I think I want to do some courage, actually. Right, let's have a look at your blade then.
Got a moment?
I think you'll think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I'd like to live without the sword. I admire the idea of a world where monsters and senseless violence don't exist, where nothing is taken from you by others. That's why one day I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory. And not just mine, all the ruined hometowns.
Hey.
How about you? I shared my plans, let me hear yours. What will you do after the fight's over? What I told you. That was a reporting. Are you serious? I'm a bit relieved to hear it. To tell you the truth. I've got to get stronger. Even if the village gets rebuilt, it's all for naught if it's attacked by monsters again. I want to be strong enough to rid this country of monsters, not leave it to a spineless army that's incompetent and its incompetent generals. They only have the power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect their people, just like Luis.
Look at that.
I must do something about that too.
Yeah.
I agree, but seeing the state of our country's army, I'm all the more glad that you're our captain, truly. You're resolved to stand on the front line of our fight, so it's only right that you lead. Ha! I'll fight, I say. I'll force my way into your mission.
Hey.
I envy you sometimes, you know? To act with such conviction. How does one become so bold? I do what I must.
Yeah.
I'm doing what needs to be done, one step at a time.
Right.
Easier said than done. I get so fixated on my past, I lose sight of the present sometimes. You'll always look forward. You always look forward, and that's what I envy about you. All this to say, I have faith in you. We have more battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of as justice. They're free to make their choices, but so is the one being chosen. I wonder who will end up being.
All right.
Anyway, this sword's shining like new. Let's finish this up.
All right.
Ooh, courage is getting quite close. Spend some time with Strohl honing our weapons. Give me the money.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Oh, break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Here we are. Shall we get a closer look?
Wow.
Oh wow, it's so pretty.
That's...
Not just the leaves, it's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colours shifted to foretell unusual events in times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I'm sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. Your hypothesis is correct. That would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery.
Hey,
Now, Neuras, how did you get so good at drawing?
Yeah.
Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. You give it to me?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I've already committed all the safety. I've committed all to the safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch itself anymore.
Hey there.
Hey, why don't you give it to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her the story about this place.
Huh?
A magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallica is the most precious treasure as well. The most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
Turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of a favourable development. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current colour portends.
all right.
Give me brains.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
In Martira, the day before after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place Martira is. Hello, Strohl.
Hey.
Hey, you're looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they can. Are they going to get? I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? Sure. More imagination. That's good.
Now then.
So next up is Martira. Feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, went all over to the northern fortress to awaken a mysterious power. Once I thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past. Speaking of which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? They had no allies.
What's that about it? Oh, I see.
I see. Try as they might, even the strongest king wouldn't be able to establish a country by himself. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal. And on top of that, we've got allies who share these abilities as well.
Then...
If we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though all this does make me wonder just how many more of these powers are still out there.
All right.
Go imagination. I'm going to do more maintenance with Strohl tomorrow. That'd be great. Either one of them be fine. Elegance is really far behind though. Come now. It's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Let the bromance continue.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow! I missed all this green!
Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the? Did we just crash? Of course not. That's
A cannonade.
My star is rising! Ah! Sanctism will reign! Ah!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Gideaux, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Start out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to hold each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Gideaux's firepower.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Gideaux's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Okay, there's a choice. I mean, they're bad, just as bad as each other. And I'd rather just not get involved. But having Luis get ahead is a pain. Wait. The Glodell and Gideaux. They're very similar names. We just hang back and watch. Gideaux's gonna win. Forden gets a leg up on the competition. Do we care? Let's see how it plays
How
out.
about we see how it plays out?
No, I think we should step in on Gladell's side. I know, I don't like it either, but if we want Luis's favor, this might be the strategic play we need.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladell's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help. Withdraw, Gideaux. Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That gauntlet, you're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral. Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Well, so much for choices.
You dare interfere in my fight? Know your place. Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names. Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, old egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Gideaux himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Let's go! Wind!
Expose
I shall
yourself.
vanquish evil. Hack and slash.
By the sworn knight! Sever! Only a flesh wound.
Oh,
What could
you.
hope to achieve?
He knows we can't attack him.
Come forth, royal soul! Light!
I can't afford to hold back.
Looks like he's gonna resist all magic.
Is everyone come? My blade cuts like the wind!
Kneel before him! What could you hope to achieve?
Hulkenberg's badly wounded.
Oh my god.
Hulkenberg's down! Get her back up!
There we are, revival medicine. And
This should work.
My spirit is
Prostrate yourself
Are you
before
prepared?
God.
Hack and slash.
Close
Die
your
hard. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers.
Stay in there.
This is nothing.
stop bullying her. My god.
Sanctism will reign!
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her. Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
Not now.
Knight! Sever! I won't hold back! With healing power.
I'm obliged.
Helpful as ever. I shall vanquish evil. I'll cut you down. Tougher than I thought. Let's do this. Take this!
Get there.
Only a flesh wound.
This is God's judgment! Sanctism will reign!
Hulkenberg's
Still
badly
stands.
wounded. Someone heal her.
Child's play.
Hulkenberg's
Good
in
job.
bad shape. She needs help.
My blade cuts like the wind.
Know your place.
Seeker! We can do this!
Thank you.
My thanks. Behold! Are you prepared? Power! Hack and slash!
Right, so he needs magic.
Sanctism will reign!
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her.
God, they really hate Hulkenberg.
Oh, gales of wind!
Hulkenberg's in bad
Let's
shape.
go!
She needs
With
help.
healing power.
I'm obliged.
I owe you. I shall vanquish evil. The power of fire! Sanctism will reign! Please! Take this!
Hulkenberg's
still
badly
stands.
wounded. Someone heal her.
Shine!
Hulkenberg's in
Witness
bad
me,
shape. She
brethren!
needs
We
help.
can do this!
Thank you.
My thanks. I call upon royal power within. Sanctism will reign.
Nothing.
Hulkenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal
Sanctism
her.
will reign. Damn it!
Hulkenberg's in bad shape.
Knight!
She needs help.
Oh, gales of wind!
Hulkenberg's
Behold
down.
my
We're not out
power.
of this yet!
I'm obliged.
Helpful as ever. Warrior! Burn to ash! And die hard! State. Sanctism will reign!
Oh, not
Hulkenberg's
so,
badly
so
wounded.
easily.
Sanctism will
Someone
reign! Here they come.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
Shine! They yet
Hulkenberg's
Let's
guard
go!
is down.
With healing power.
Thank you.
I owe you. A warrior! The power of fire! So, the faithful are broken before you. Yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism. Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ah, I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough. Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey! Get down here!
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
Are you hurt?
Of course I'm not hurt. Look, what are you after?
Why, Gideaux, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives?
Ah, it's that singing girl.
Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Gideaux. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
Which I quite like.
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Luis.
My Lord Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gideaux got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Vorden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
This Gideaux guy, his eyes just won't stop twitching in every scene.
Lady Juna's safe at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
get this right, but this is no time to get lost in thought.
Die.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gideaux. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him. Hey! Neuras, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort. But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had.
He must be incredibly old. I mean, you're old, and when you were young, he was old.
The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
This one's important.
Old inventor Neuras once knew he was living in Camiro, a village near Martira. He may be able to tell us more about the relic he once showed Neuras. No deadline.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay, so we'll arrive in Martira this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. Fairy Girl's right, you know. The carriage can never keep up with this at this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I am grateful. It's just that it's hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctuaress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Thornton to win the tournament?
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them, I mean. Some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
But surely all fights have casualties.
I suppose. There is truth in that.
Hey, read the room, will ya?
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
I like how it has the tiniest bowl ever.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you two.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So... is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
A giant sandworm's nest in the wasteland, reputed to be the hideout of Heismay, the kidnapper. The area is subject to a unique weather phenomenon known as sand flash.
Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, let's see here. Here's where we are now.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here to con a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
Exactly.
We're gonna meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning. So get your beauty sleep, okay? All the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Martira is a fine city indeed, which makes this Heismay's offences all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised if this man's given the deep despair. Hello.
Pleasure to see you.
As requested by Barden, the entire tavern has been reserved for your party's private use today. I had to kick out a house full of drunkards for this, so I hope you're worth it all. Still, it was nice of you to come all this way, traveller. Please make yourselves comfortable. The beds are in the back, past the door next to the desk. Well, don't mind me, I only arrived just now, so it's not like I overheard that conversation you had with Barden. And even if I did hear something, it's not like I tell anybody. I'd never would have made it as a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right. If there's anything you want to know about this city, simply ask me. You can always find me here. You gonna sell me anything?
Got a moment?
We meet with the lady of the castle tomorrow, and we're not particularly familiar with this area. Why don't we call it a night? That's it. Never mind. Finally, a few of those tiny runner bunks. Nice to sleep in an inn, isn't it? I love a good inn.
Right?
I see the monsters out there when we camp on the runner, so I rest a little easier in the inn. I wish Neuras would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner is a castle, then he is its king. Ooh. Oh, okay. Odd. Yeah, let's rest.
Good night.
Rest where?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's gorgeous out.
Wow, what beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept though.
Hold on.
Where is
Let's
everyone?
hurry.
They all went to Regent Castle ahead of us. Apparently, we can get there by climbing the stairs in the stone market.
More people missing.
What now? All right then.
The informant's behind me, apparently. Oh no, this is bounties. Okay, I'm not handing out any new bounties at the moment. Everyone's caught up with the instance. You know the ones. I think reception should be open again by tomorrow, but can a guy like you really handle the bounty anyway? Rude. Yeah.
Now what am I to do?
Where is the
All
inn?
right, then. Let's head there right away.
Gone to shite, this has.
I'm in trouble now.
You lie, informant.
More people.
Don't need you, don't need you.
Now what am I to do?
Let's not.
Oh my god, is this not the way through?
All right, then.
Oh, yeah, that way.
Now what am I to do?
An elder candidate?
What'll I do here?
Okay?
Now then.
One more of those. Gordon's not that far in the lead.
All right, then.
There are weapons.
All right, then. All right, then.
What'll it be?
It's quite expensive. But it does bring him up to scratch.
Yeah.
Can't be.
What'll it be?
Ooh, ow.
Good.
Ow. 40k. Right, I am poor again.
All right then.
What'll I do here?
Oh, where do you want to go?
Well met.
You're late. Paul Barden has been waiting for a tenderhooks. Wherever that is. Apparently, the lady has graciously agreed to meet with us. Let's not keep her waiting, hmm? Let's be about it. The castle looks positively ancient. I wasn't expecting this city to have such rich history. Before the kidnapping started, I imagined this city knew peace. Let's get the details from the lady of the castle.
I've awaited you.
So you've all come. Fantastic. Lady Joanna is waiting inside. Let's go right now. All that. That's all right.
Aye, yes. May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you. 'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support. Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects. Yes, Lady Joanna. Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
We should go.
If we want to gather information, we should ask around too.
Boy.
Why are you there? Can I talk to you for a bit? Heard that you're gonna catch that Heisme for us. Now, I just want to give you my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people. Oops. I don't know if I can be of any help to you, but please, if there's anything I can do, say the word. Do anything about the giant sandworm? Unfortunately, no. I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. Sorry I can't be of help. You ought to ask the others around here, though. The shopkeepers might know more.
All good.
Really? That's at the Starestone Market, right? So let's try asking around there.
Oh, any one of them will do.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm all sold out meat today. That you are not sold out meat.
So, hey,
Oh, no, it's okay. We're after information more than the meat today. You don't happen to know anything about the giant sandworm, do you? Only that it's dangerous. When I go out hunting, I give him a wide berth. Quite impressive that you go out there alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? Let's see now. I might try asking that fellow by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for giant sandworm larvae. In your face. Oh, you're here. You're that helper that I heard about. You used to be an elder. I find I brought my friends. I figured as much, seeing that massive gauntlet runner over there and all. Not that I think you can't do the job, eh? If Barden picked you, no, I believe in you. You think a kidnap is scary, but this Heisme fellow's beyond the pale. I heard he can command illusions. Anything's possible when he's able to abduct folks right off the street. You'd better be damn careful, that's all.
Can't be. What is it?
Giant sandworm? We Martirans love edible grub, but we're a little bit indifferent about to their inedible parents. Larvae is my personal favourite, but I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. I can't recall any. Oh wait, hang on. I just thought of someone. There's a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite a feat. Maybe he's still in town.
Nice.
That's some good info. Maybe this merchant would still be nearby. Let's ask around Thoroughfare Square.
An elder candidate? No. Must have got that wrong.
More people missing.
Ah.
I can hardly think on it.
Oh, this headache. I'm well and truly destroyed. Nasty little hangover this. Blimey, I'm embarrassed just thinking about yesterday. Why the hell did I go and do something like that?
More people missing.
What? See, maybe it's you.
What do you want to know?
You're at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
Well, we're looking for a merchant. One who had something to say about the giant sandworm yesterday. Oh, that guy from last night. Yeah, he was blathering out so loud you heard him whether you wanted to or not. That's what he said. What are you asking yourself? I know that I know your next question. Wednesday. Where is he? I'm this town's informant, you see. I can tell you where that merchant is, amongst other things. The information is free. How about 150 reeve?
Thank you kindly.
Just like I knew you would. Now then, deal's a deal.
Real skinny.
It's the Ishkia in front of the fountain, just there. He drank so much yesterday at the tavern that he was practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover. Yes. Finally, we found some good information out of this guy. Now let's go to the fountain and talk to that merchant. I already spoke to him.
More people missing.
I can hardly think on it.
Hey,
Hey, Is it true that you got pretty close to a giant sandworm's den? How did you manage to do it and live to tell tale? Alright, to tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant sandworm husk. That was it. And then at the bar, I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point the story turned into me waltzing right up to the sandworm, staring it down, and I regret that now.
No good.
Well, great. No one seems to have any information. Almost sunset too. Let's meet at the tavern now. I'll go gather everyone else.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
It is far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I'd prefer a change of tack instead.
You there? Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sandflash. It's a local event, a kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here. Our diviners say we'll have a sandflash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
That information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
Good luck out there. And don't worry, no charge for the advice, eh? Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? No danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sandflash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworm's territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Neuras.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh? Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking... Oh, easy there! You all right, lad? Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today. Just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
Are you talking about that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land. Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Neuras? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and well pop over to the capital in a single night.
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom-made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... Surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you...
Where to?
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira. They really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, they'll not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
No reaction.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Ha! Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like. Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Yeah, to capture Heisme, you must be well prepared. Grow stronger by accepting requests around town, such as the Martira recruitment center. Now that your mission has begun, your base of operations has been changed to Martira. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base. Departure date is the 2nd of July. Want to return to previous locations such as Grand Trad, open R1 on the R1 menu. Select it. You can travel using. Okay, give it a try now.
That's right.
So?
Up against a strong opponent, so we'd better make sure we're as strong as we can get to. Speaking of, I saw some bounties up the recruitment center. Hint, 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 hint.
All right then. Where to?
Okay. I have reportable quests.
What now?
What would they be? Oh, I did not hand that in. Okay.
What now?
Right. So we've just done another hour and a half, so this one won't pull it. Seems like a solid place to stop. This is a dungeon time. So, thanks very much for watching. I'll probably do some more of this tomorrow. So until then, take care and I'll see you around. So, bye-bye.